What's up, YouTube? This is Jeff back with a quick 5-minute video on my latest adaptation, TPU inner tubes. So after watching a few videos and reading a couple articles, and on top of that realizing that, hey, I'm kind of late to the game on this, I decided to pick up these RideNow inner tubes. I picked up 3 versions: 65 millimeter valve stem road, 44 millimeter valve stem road, 44 millimeter valve stem gravel. The standard road and gravel weigh 45 grams. So my gravel and the ones that are installed are 45 grams. And they're lightweight, which is my second acquisition, are road. Previously, I ran or kept 115 gram Bontrager tubes in my saddlebag as backup for tubeless, and I would carry 2 on the days when I rode a bike that had tubes. So out of my 4 bikes, there are 2 that are tubeless, 2 that are rim brake and tubed. So my gravel bike and my primary road bike are both tubeless. So I would just go swap out my saddlebag carry based on the bike. So depending on which bike I wear, I'll just slap 2 tubes in a bag, and that's my haul for the day. So right away, you know, that's 230 grams versus as light as 72 or as heavy as 90 grams. And this is, you know, in my jersey wallet, my jersey pack on my back. And so those pack down a lot easier, a lot lighter, a lot thinner. On my tube frames, that weight jumps up to 460 grams just for inner tubes. So that's a pretty good bit of weight to have, you know, on my back pocket, or, you know, a couple tubes in a saddlebag and maybe 1 in my jersey wallet on those longer trips. Also, on bike number, I'll say road bike number 2, I switched to the Panaracer Agilest and clincher at 25C. And you can see that's the specs, that's the recommendation. So 25C on a 19 internal, 190 grams, fairly light. The rims I have these in are Campagnolo Zondas, which I think have an internal of 17 if I'm not mistaken, but no more than 19. It's been a great tire. They roll pretty good. Again, treadless, which was different for me. They hold air, especially with the TPU tubes now. They'll stay pumped up for about a week. But no loss of grip in cornering. They have worn pretty good. And as you can see, I've got about 500 miles on these, and that's my wear indicator. So they are still pretty lively. The sidewalls have held up great. Actually, a pretty nice looking tire. So Japanese frame, I wanted a Japanese tire. But then to really mix it up, I went with an Italian group set. So go figure. And of course, I got a lot of Ritchie components as well. So yeah, it's not a Japanese themed bike. But as I was saying, you know, running RideNow, TPU inner tubes in these. The thing that I don't like is you pretty much have to use this little decal, because without it, the valve stem rattles like crazy. And something else to consider, if you are thinking about using these, the cores are non-removable. So if you have a valve core issue, you have to change the tube. If you have a flat, you have to change the tube. Standard patches do not work. I do have a patch kit for them, but I'll probably just change the tube and more than likely dispose of it. And so something that's kind of, this is not one, but excuse me, but this is something I also don't care for. As you can see on secondary road bike, pink and black. This one, pink. Sorry about the whirly bird. If I go into this bag, or even in my saddlebag, black and gold. So they're all over the place with those little road stickers. There is a little plastic sleeve, but unfortunately on my wheels it doesn't work. So I do have to use that sticker. Maybe if I get a flat on my tubeless, I'll try it, but on my road tires so far, that has not worked out very well. It just didn't fit well. So I think that's about it. Again, I don't want to give my final word on either the tubes or the tires until I've used them for a while. I can say again that they ride great. No, you don't feel a weight difference, but the ride characteristics change. The tire hums differently. There's a different hollowy sound. Actually sounds very close to my carbon wheel set. What I do like, and the reason that I'll probably keep them, is they do stay aired up very good. They tend not to leak down. Just from the installation, they seem like they'll be a little bit better with puncturing. Maybe a few less pinch flats, but we'll see. But again, they ride well. They ride pretty fast. And again, this tire has not underperformed so far. So next up, I will be going over my modifications at some point on my giant TCR. I did update to the Ultegra C50 wheel set. We'll give that a few 100 miles and then we'll start our review on that. In the next few days, I'll come back to my old Sirocco. I do have an update on one of the jerseys, and I'll follow up on that. And if you're interested in this bag, this is my Waterfield that I reviewed, I think about a year ago. So that's it. I'm going to pack this back up, get ready to go tomorrow. Until next time, peace.